keep casting as normal.
Roger that.
Gonna come back online in 15 seconds.
Yeah, Regen looking for a big engagement before 20. Arrow coming down with the global. They do not find the pick, and the objective is up. Looks like Tom Peace rotating down bot to get set up at that objective / just clear and get that experience. Boogan just really wants to get 20. They're doing the 3-lane soak. Regen invading and rotating as a team. I do like this call. If someone was either there, they could have got a pick. Definitely good pick potential. Boogan kind of sniffing it out and just playing it safe.
Yeah, fantastic call here. Macro call by Regen, looking to force something before level 20s as they stepped up and got that turret camp. Now they're going to have to buy a little bit more time as they're just a full level down again. Having the kill count here 12 to 16 in favor of Boogan. That's kind of put Regen behind in the XP.
Yep. One level down and Boogan about to hit 20. Regen just hitting 19. We're going to get a 3-lane soak from Regen. Get those orbs, Big Daddy. Thank you. And, you know, they're just going to do a 3-lane soak. Objective is only at 25%. They still have a little bit of time, but then there's a big engagement down bottom at the camp mark.
Tom Peace with a massive entomb, securing 1-2 kills for Boogan squad. They just... Yeah, Regen kind of getting... I was a little bit distracted here by the stream, but Regen kind of getting out of position without those 20s. Still around this camp. I'm not sure what was going on because they already had the turret.
Yeah, I agree. I was kind of paying attention to the top at that moment, so I didn't see the first engagement, but seems definitely like a over the line of scrimmage, especially not being 20 as you were saying with Regen. But either way, we have 3-lane soak coming out with Regen, 67% on the objective, and Regen a quarter of a level to 20, so they probably won't have time for the objective, but they'll at least be 20 for the defense, and all heroes will be up. We have 11 seconds on both Johanna and Alarak.
Yeah, Boogan, this is how you can tell a team is seasoned, and great shot calling here as they're able to just leave one on the point, step up, get that wall. But now level 20s are online for Regen. The late game is here. Deckard holding the pick. I think it's probably going to be those endless potions.
Holding the pick.
Oh, actually going with Respect the Elderly, adding that extra silence and blind on a stay a while. That can also be very impactful here.
Level 20s just obviously generally a huge power spike. I know, especially for Leo, big power spike. So we'll see if either team capitalizes on that. It looks like Regen does want to go in for an engage, maybe past the objective, but Leo's the only one in there. A lot of poke damage coming out into non-champion here on the Chromie, getting healed back up. There is the silencing entomb. The target is there. The ice wall is connected, but oh no, Regen is falling, or Boogan is falling so low here. The massive damage coming in from Deathwing on the land is going to secure at least one kill here for Regen. An potion just in the nick of time for Mudge, surviving on that Alarak here. There's a 1-for-2 trade. Still 15 seconds on this protector. Looks like it's just going to be a keep, and I'd say that's a pretty solid defense here, Joe, for level 20s. But they are still moving in, maybe looking for some percentage points. 30 seconds on Tychus, 30 seconds on Johanna. I don't know if this is a core attempt. They're definitely looking to get at least some damage in there. Tom Peace, you know, can utilize that Leo trait, get up a little earlier than most of his team. So he's definitely playing a little more aggressive, and he's also
Mudge coming in
for that Deathwing, but the Alarak taking him out.
Yeah, the deadly charge coming in there from the Alarak level 20 talent pickup. All right, looks like we are. Yeah, I'm not seeing any frame drops on my end. We have people saying it's better, so
good, nice. Yeah. That's good. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate that. Thanks for sticking around.
Yeah.
And we got a juicy game going on right now.
Yeah.
We have a 20-minute Volskaya. Kind of, I don't want to say normal, but Volskaya definitely tends to lead the late game.
Yeah, and we saw the arrival of a god, the level 20 Deathwing talent coming in, just doing massive AoE damage. I I think that's really why they were able to stay in this, stay in with the defense there. But yeah, Boogans structure is looking pretty spiffy. They've got all their forts up still. But you know, Regen only, it's really only bottom lane that's opened up. They still have the mid fort, the top fort, top keep, mid keep. And we are starting to get deep into the late game. Level 22 for Boogan and almost 22 for Regen here.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much just going to come down to those, I think, small micro plays during those team fights and kind of how/when Regen engages. They definitely have the kill potential. But Boogan is just kind of a 5-man death squad right now, especially with Leo just wreaking havoc.
We've got a fort trade here going on, Joe, but I don't know if Regen's going to be able to get out in time. Well, it looks like Boogan's going to opt to not come in from the back. Yeah, Boogan grabbing a fort. Meanwhile, Regen also trading a fort. Moving down to bot lane here, leaving Deathwing to split. But Boogan is on the hunt here, Joe. Tom Peace is charging in on that invisible horse, which I...
Oh, no.
Uh-oh, he's looking for the entomb. Nice slide from Mudge. Gets the entomb on Decker, but he manages to get out of it. The rewind goes down, but no damage follow-up is there. Meanwhile, Deathwing coming in. Greymane goes into the back, does kill the Decker, but gets feared by Deathwing. Now, all of a sudden, it's kind of out of position. Heals coming in from Ana in the back. Kembel's with 80 health, and he goes down. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Bummerknot might be the next target. Both tanks kind of getting poked out. Tom Peace in deep, and he gets the suck off. Johanna goes down. Now Tom is kind of in trouble. Alarak maybe looking to clean up. Boogan kind of getting poked out. Dairy Bow on the Odin. Picks up another kill for Regen. It's a 2-for-2 trade. Mudge is going back in. Does not connect. That was the good old scrappy bloodbath, Joe.
That's exactly what I was saying from the beginning of the game. It's going to come down to just how both of these teams play their drafts and how they play it during these tight team fights. And both teams just doing a great job looking for opportunities, minimizing losses, and just getting those kills. And we have a big engagement coming in from Regen. They do not want them to take that camp. Arrow coming down with massive AoE. No kills out yet. Just both teams trading. Tom Peace is looking just for that suck, just to get up, get that Leo trait value. And both teams backing out. Definitely want to get healthy for this objective.
Yeah, control point A is online right now. Looks like Regen is going to be the first to contest it here. All 5 members are up. Johanna is slowly rotating in. Tom Peace looking to step up. Gets the entomb, but no follow-up is around.
That suck build itself is just so strong, Mark. That was literally all suck.
Oh my goodness, and they get the Deathwing! Sandblast from the Chromie secures that Deathwing pick.
That suck build is so strong against Deathwing. It just does so much damage, and then I'm pretty sure you get percent Q, maybe not. And it's just so much damage going out while being silenced in that entomb, and then you just have the Chromie and the follow-up just from long range.
Yeah, Boogan's going to turn this into a heal camp.
We have 30 seconds on Deathwing. Is it like a second a percent, or is it... That's faster than a second a percent.
Yeah.
So with the global, it might be hard. Regen might engage.
Yeah, Deathwing, of course, can land in, but that is a little bit delayed. Regen wants this. They're stepping up. No Deathwing for 13 seconds. Just trying to stop the... They do have it contested right now. So at least it's not ticking up to 99 for Boogan.
Yep.
Sleep goes out. Rabid Penguin is the victim of Curse Bullet. Tom Peace in the backline. They catch Alarak. Damage coming in from the Chromie. Unstoppable gets popped, but... Oh, is it enough? Tom secures the kill, but meanwhile in the backline, Rabid Penguin is looking, grabs the Chromie. Deathwing lands in. It's trying to clean up here. Boogan squad is starting to crumble. 3 members down. 3-for-1 trade.
The Deathwing, Mark, just coming in and showing why he is a raid boss, just doing that massive AoE damage. The fight it was back and forth, but it was slightly in favor of Boogan until that Deathwing landed and just secured that point. And now Regen is pushing middle with all the force. Deckard is on point. We got 40% on the objective. And what do we got? We got 30 seconds on both Ana and Chromie, 15 seconds on Leo.
I think this is gonna be a core call here. Regen is, or Deckard is back on that point for Regen, but so okay, they're gonna play it safe. I think that's correct actually. 10 seconds on Chromie, 10 seconds on Ana. They're just gonna be getting this robot here. A little bit of pressure from top.
Just go for it.
Alarak is just spawning up now. We've got Tychus and Deckard in the robot. And it looks like they're just going straight here. Tom P's starting to suck off right away. Deathwing in the air, looking to crash down.
Uh-oh, the Entomb.
Nice ice wall here. Deathwing landing in. There is the level 20 Johanna shield. Cambelis in kind of a rough position here. Arrow flying in. Looks like Regen is going for the core. Trying to race down that protector, but it's not going to be enough. And game number 1 is going to go over to Regen Phoenix.
Whoosh.
The GGs are flying.
Man, oh man. What a good game. Especially for a game 1, both teams showing up, showing why they're in Div A. Boogan was, just slightly ahead in the team fight. It was back and forth the entire time, team fight wise, but Boogans slightly ahead, just getting the objective, etc., etc. But Regen just doing such a nice job staying in the game, and just the last few team fights, they stayed in it. They got the kills they needed. It was either even value or better for them, and they ended up just clutching it at the end.
Yeah, really all came down to that final team fight there, where we did see Deathwing was a bit staggered from the team, but did have that fly. And that level 20 upgrade coming in, just dealing massive damage. Still got the stats up as I wait for Joe's cam to come online here. Yeah, Chromie absolutely popping off 132,000 hero damage, 137,000 siege damage.
Yeah, Chromie's a monster. But, that being said, Regen just doing such a great job, as we said, staying in the game, getting to that late game, and just winning those, winning them team fights.
Yeah, so now that was Regen's map pick here, so it's going to be up to Boogan to decide what the call is. And they did win the coin toss, and they opted for hero pick, so I would kind of think, when you're in this spot as a team, you've got to make the decision, okay, are there any maps that we're really afraid of? Because if we drop this map, we are out, or we are done for this series. So I could see them taking the map pick if there's a particular comfort left over. The maps available, we do have Towers of Doom, Garden of Terror, Alterac Pass, Braxis Holdout, and Cursed Hollow. So
some good maps there.
Yeah, I would kind of wager that Boogan is going to go for map pick here. In the event that Regen has something prepared for, say, Towers of Doom or Garden of Terror or Baraxis, even Cursed Hollow has a lot of unique strategies you can pull off there. So, but it's tough right now because there are so many so many strong heroes in this meta. So having that first pick can be pretty valuable. There's just really a lot to ban.
Yeah, 100%. That being said, Chromie first pick last time, Mark.
Yeah.
And I think Regen just did a nice job answering that. And then even the last two picks, Greymane and Leo, both teams doing a great job in the draft, just looking at what the opponent has and trying to answer it. But yeah, there's just so many good heroes that it's just like
both drafts seem really strong. I really loved what Boogan kind of the playstyle Boogans was running, where they had the Curse Bullet, they had the really long range follow up, and then the Leoric constantly flanking the backline. They were able to secure 20 takedowns here. So they found the kills. It was just those couple pivotal team fights. in the end there. And I think really that even though the Deathwing kind of got wrecked by the suck, that the level 20 talent just does insane damage when you land, and it's really, you can't really avoid it. So,
Agreed.
especially when everyone is kind of piled up on those control points. And oh my gosh, Joe, did I mention cheese earlier? Because we are going to Braxis Holdout.
Ooh. Now Braxis, being an offlaner, you don't really get the spotlight too much. You're just chilling up there. You're kind of playing your own game, hanging out. But when you get maps like Braxis, Dragonshire,
This is kind of offlane's time to
lane,
shine.
Yeah, your lane's important, just as important as the other lane. So, kind of either maybe, well, as you said, there's a lot of meta heroes, especially for offlane right now. So it's kind of hard. I don't think you can really choke an offlaner out. So maybe just save that pick to try to counter that. It just all depends on how you want to do it. You can either do, focus on the offlane in the draft, or focus on your 4-man, try to get them counter picks, or just what you want in the 4-man. So it'll be interesting to see both these teams on Braxis.
Yeah, Joe, and this is what I mentioned, about Boogans' positioning here. Opting for the first hero pick and having some of these maps like Braxis or Cursed Hollow or Towers of Doom be open. Regen is going to be taking us to Braxis, so you can only assume that they've got some, maybe some Zarya up their sleeve, perhaps. Maybe a Vikings coming out.
What? 3-lane Vikings? Jeez.
3-lane Vikings.
Dang. Yeah, I'd be really excited to see that. And as we were saying, Braxis being kind of the unique 2-lane map that it is, you can definitely pull out some cheese stuff.
Yeah, I'd expect to see. My mind goes to Rexar here, being a really strong solo lane. Kind of hard to beat for a lot of other solo laners.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a 4-man rag meatball build. I don't know. I'm a lowly Div B player.
If we want to scroll up in chat, or we'll relink it in chat, rework Mark. Well, not rework.
Wait,
but rag buffs.
What?
Rag Q buff.
No.
Yeah.
Pause the stream. We're in the draft, but I'm not going to it. I'm reading these rag patch notes.
Meatball Talent 13 buff. Mark.
What? You're blowing my mind right now.
I was lying. There's no rag rework at all.
All right, now Greenfish going into this draft. What do you think? What do you think Boogan needs to do to kind of keep it together here? Or, I know you're maybe a Boogang fan, also a Regen fan. But what do you think? What do you think Boogan's gotta do to keep this together?
Well, Mark, talent-wise, I don't think they're missing anything. Like you said, that last match was back and forth.
Oh yeah.
Both teams really pushing and then letting up a bit, but I think it'll just come down to the play calls overall. Like I said, that last play call from Regen to decide to go for the chord and kind of stop after they took that last keep and then make that last push afterwards. So again, it's just going to come down to play calls for both teams here. I think they're pretty evenly matched.
Exactly. The talent is there, like you said. Boogan been around the block. They've been grand champions before. And yeah, that last match was just absolutely a thrill to watch. So, same bans thus far, identical. Cassius Sonya for Boogan. Stukov was the first ban for Regen here. Second ban, I think they chose Diablo. So we will see if that remains. And first pick is going to go to Boogan. Chromie getting the respect ban.
Yep. Respect. First pick coming out from Boogang. We'll see what they want to pick.
We've got Just Key coming in. They need to pick. Now they need to pick Rag. Just Key, welcome aboard. We also had some new people dropping in here. Vevend, welcome. Deuce 10 Stumps, welcome to you. Welcome, Deuce 10 Stumps.
Maybe brother of Deuce 9 Stumps.
I only know Deuce 9. Not sure about Deuce 10, but either way, welcome, Deuce 10. And then, yeah, the Tychus getting picked up first, Joe. You think that's just a big middle finger to Deathwing?
I think so. And, you know, Tychus, he's pretty... I feel like without Tychus, it's already kind of... I don't want to say tank blow up meta, but you have to be really wary.
Yeah.
People are realizing that you can put some damage on tanks, so if they overextend, it's easy kill. That being said, you add Tychus, which is already a good hero. On top of that, he just fits the meta perfectly, a good first pick, and kind of just like, yeah, any tank, any beef cake they want.
We got the Bummer Not Garrosh coming in with the Thundercats Brightwing. Great pick so far from Boogan. ETC, Mudge on the ETC. He was the Alaric player last game. We'll see if it's going to be a swap. Meanwhile, Arrow on that Gazlowe.
Yeah, a little...
that's kind of...
I think Wombo. I just think instant Wombo, and then the Deathwing ban.
Love the Deathwing ban. They've got the Tychus on their side. I don't see any reason for them, like, Boogan to not want a Deathwing. I think he does a great job at clearing. I don't know about the 1v1 matchup and holding the point, but at least when it comes to killing those Zerg waves, he could be pretty lethal here. Uther getting banned out. One of the strongest healers right now in the top tiers of play. Could stop that Holy Cow, the ETC, Mosh the Divine Shield.
Oh.
Whoa, we got another VIP Wono coming in, rooting for Boogans. Welcome, Wono. Welcome, welcome. Happy to see you.
Whoa.
And then the Hyper Carry.
The new Tychus, huh?
The most polite gamer dropping some knowledge bombs in here.
Yeah, the Hyper Carry Vala, as you were just saying, Mark. Oof. You know, I do like the Ariel on Braxis.
I also like the Ariel. I'm definitely a fan of Ariel as a healer, and especially on a map like this, when you pair it with the Vala. I'm wondering what their Derry Bow is going to play here. And, oof.
Malthel. I've seen Tom Peace Malthel, and I approve. I think that's maybe just more of a comfort pick. I don't know if that's like a Gazlowe counter for say or not. But
I am very excited to see some Genji up in here. Those Cyber Buns strutting around, non-champion, playing that Chromie for us, bringing in the Genji. Genji makes a fantastic hero to rotate. He can jump over the wall, he can dash through, he can be up from bottom to top very fast. He can also clear the boss pretty quickly, and I think that's going to be a good answer for the Gazlowe. I would expect to see a lot of rotations from Genji going to gank Gazlowe here. But then meanwhile for Regen Phoenix, very scary Hyper Carry Vala with that Anduin and Ariel. So, and a tank, I forget who played, I think it was, who played tank for Regen? Was that Rabid? I think Rabid Penguin was on the Johanna, now swapping to Vala. And
Mudge was on the Alarak. Yep.
Mudge was on the Alarak, now swapping to ETC. So that's I'd love to see teams run that. Mixing things up as we get into game number 2. As I press all the wrong buttons. Boogan and Regen going at it. Division A, NGS Season 11. Joe, why don't you start things off on the right-hand side for us?
Mark, on the right-hand side, we have Regen Phoenix. We have Arrow on the Gazlowe, Repsychic on the Anduin, Darabao on the Ariel, Mudge on the ETC, and a Rabid Penguin on the Vala.
And on the left-hand side, we have Boogan Forever with Cambellas on the Tychus, Bummernot on that Garrosh, Thundercats on the Brightwing, Cambellas on the Taiki, and Tom Peace on that Malthael. And look at this, Joe. Look at this D-Gen strat coming out right out the gate. 2 top.
Ooh.
And the Hyper Carry Vala with just the 1 support. So it looks like they're opting to give Gazlowe his own dedicated support. I'm interested to see how that works out. It definitely will help with the gank attempts, but will bottom lane suffer as a result?
I think it really, it can go either way. I can definitely see Anduin and Gazlowe. They're obviously just going to keep pushing, keep doing work. Gazlowe, he can just keep pushing down lane.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, Joe, but that was a very close call for both Bummernot and Derry Bow there.
No problem. And then just to finish what I was saying, that's top lane. But then you go down to bottom. Can they? They either have to answer with pushing bottom in, or rotating someone top. So we'll see how Boogan answers that, and just see. Yeah, we'll see from there. Aria almost getting picked.
I think the Aria Vala alone is a strong enough damage output, heal output machine, as long as their positioning is okay. They have plenty of tools, the ETC boop to knock back, they have the power slide, they have the Aerial whip. So as long as they position accordingly, they should be fine in the bottom lane. And love this call here. Big invade coming in. Bummer not getting whip stunned against the wall, but Gazlo coming down. Brightwing blinking in. Also, Recyclic is here. Tom Peace joining the mix, but looks like Boogan is just going to give it back up. And yeah, now it is important to remember that Regen did pick this map. So you can assume that they have practiced this kind of 2-3 strategy.
Ooh. The Genji just already waiting for the rotation up top. So it is a 2v2. Trades going out in favor of Boogan at the moment, but obviously Anduin and Gazlo, strong pairing.
Yeah, Boogan doing a nice job holding both of these beacon points here. 50% for Boogan right out the gate. That's got to feel good, keeping them in the mix.
Big throw on to ETC, and unfortunately falls. The Genji rotation so fast, as Mark was saying. Just a one double flip over and swing, swang, swoo. That's an easy kill.
Cyber Bun strutting around there like he's wearing yoga pants, just zip, zip, zapping.
Yeah, just throwing those ninja stars. Seems like only yesterday Overwatch beta was out and people are raging at the Genji OP sword ult.
Yeah, but now we got a big rotation from Regen coming to just secure that top beacon, which I think is the right call. They're finally able to shut down Boogan, stopping at 86%. But ETC getting flipped and polyed again. There's the Cambellas on the Tychus DPS. But nice peels from Daribo, getting that whip out.
Yeah, I just want to quick say that Darbo doing such a nice job with those whips and getting that value.
Yeah, even going for that whip quest at 4, getting yet another stack.
Another one.
Yeah, it's going to send them back 25% farther, which is going to make those wall bangers easier and increase the stun damage. Bummer not, just not stopping with these throws. Genji there to follow up. Mudge sliding through and going to be getting out alive. Meanwhile, Tom Peace just playing the 2v1. Recyclic not respecting the 1v1. But neither is Not Champion as he rotates up. Stepping on this beacon. Almost going over to Boogan, but Arrow trying to contest here. Kind of getting poked out. Recyclic pulling him back.
Yep. Boogan. Ooh, Mudge doing such a great job taking over that point down bottom. And can they get the pick on the Bummer? Not so much damage going out, and boom, he is down.
That goes
Great
down.
job.
Wow, Genji and Tom Peace up in the top here, looking to make something happen. The stun comes out from Gazlo, and Non-Champion has to back. It looks like both points are going to be going over to Regen for the time being.
Yep. Mudge positioning awfully aggressive. Might be able to get a pick. But honestly, as of right now, whether either team gets the Zerg, both have a good percent on both sides. So pretty even, but a big flip coming out on Mudge. And can he get out with
Genji
that slide?
is looking
Oh my god!
60
the slide
HP.
and the whip, Mark!
So close there. You can tell the kill pressure is on, like, Boogan does have that kill pressure, the throws, the polys. Meanwhile, Tychus blasting away with that powerballed squirt gun.
Oh, Mark,
another throw. Bummer not. Just take it easy, though, as he gets ETC. They're able to shut down the bottom point, and meanwhile in the top lane, nice stun from Arrow is going to keep him alive. That's going to be 100% Zerg going over to Regen and 86% on the side of Boogan. And yeah, this is where things get interesting for Boogan. They don't have a mage or really any fast way to clear these Zergs. They kind of drafted just all in for those team fight. And it's not Vala does pretty well against a single target. Yeah, this is going to be a bit tough for Boogan to clean these up. Genji going in, big old protect. The root connects, and oh no, he might be in trouble. Able to get out. Up those camps. Meanwhile, Tom Peace soaking the bottom lane. Only one tower down here. Bummer not in the bushes with that pumped up Pelico. Gets the flip onto Anduin. There's the poly. The damage is there. And nice kill for Boogans forever.
Yep, that's exactly what Boogans looking for. Just the pick potential. As you were saying, not crazy, wave clear, anything like that. So they're looking for those picks, looking for the engagements. Tom Peace going awfully hard, knowing his team's coming down for the gank, and Regen backing out. Smart, not seeing the team on the map, knowing that they're most likely coming down or doing camps, and just opting to back out to do their own. Beautiful play for both teams. 10's right around the corner.
Yeah, and just commenting on the the lane clear from Boogan, it's gonna get better when they assumedly pick up the Odin. That should help them siege down the Zerg quite a bit. I'm curious to see what ult comes out for Ariel. I would guess it is the shield over the res. Bummer not stepping up, trying to get the throw. Invading on this camp here. All of Boogan is up. They're looking for something nice here. Pull coming down from Anduin. Yeah, Boogan does walk away with the camp.
Yeah, I'm definitely no Ariel main, but I feel like both ults are good, but I feel like the Crystal, as you're saying, would get more value here. Just because of the pick potential from Boogan.
There was a res meta for a hot minute where it was just really strong, but it has since been nerfed. And I mean, Crystal has kind of always been a stronger pick, but res was overtuned at one point. But I would expect to see Crystal coming out, and yeah, there it is. Grab a bomb, light bomb, Rain of Vengeance, Mosh Pit, so much CC and Wombo from the side of Regen with those ulties. Decimate Garrosh and body check. What is going on? Thirst for Battle, Oppressor, Decimate.
Mark is freaking out, getting out his notepad. 2 rotation coming down from Regen.
This is like beginner AI Garrosh build.
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
or it could be 4D chess Garrosh build. I'm not sure. I'm a Div B player. He's a Div A player, so I'm probably the beginner. Oh, a big old mosh pit coming down, but Tychus is trying to connect and look for a kill. Oh, everyone is so low. Regen backing out. Mudge just barely power slides to safety. And a nice pickup for Boogan. Gotta feel good when you're behind the series here. We want a game 3. Let's be real.
Yeah. No, 100%, especially with these high caliber teams.
Oh, what is this? Massive play here from Boogan. But Arrow sniffs it out. Does he?
No, he didn't.
Did he not?
Oh, no.
He didn't sniff it.
He did not sniff it out. He's on the bottom point. Boogan about to get boss.
The vision, it should have been there. But boss going over to Boogan squad with that Genji. The protect, the W deflection does so much damage.
OP.
We have Well here saying it's Brawler Garrosh. Okay. I'm into it. I'm a Garrosh fan myself. Might have to check this one out here. Bummer not getting a flip. Looking for ETC. The damage is there, but a big old Wombo grab bomb connects with 1, 2, 3 members. And it's a 1-for-0 trade here so far. Boogan just managing to get out of that with minimal damage, but Tom Peace all of a sudden is kind of in a rough spot. Drops the death rattle. Oh no. Thundercats coming in with the save.
Oh my god.
Not gonna leave his boy.
Thundercats. Oh my god. Heck yeah. Beautiful blink out of the stun and a save onto Tom Peace.
Just Key coming in says, wow, Mark. So it looks like Just Key is a fan of my joke that was just for humor purposes and not at all serious. Thanks, Just Key. We have in the well, say my whole name, damn it. Back onto this game here as we have the bottom point. Light Bomb getting ripped. They're looking for Malthael. Some damage going out. Genji here to peel. Bummer not looking to maybe get some decimates in. It connects.
And then the grab bomb comes out. Is it enough, Mark? Can Regen turn this? Garrosh falling awfully low. And then the
now in the mix.
Coming in from ETC and the pick, Mark. Oh, Regen just turning it around. We have 2 kills on the side of Regen. Regen also has objective. About to get 100%. Genzi just kind of stalling, buying time. No big. Ooh, got Genzi looking.
Arrow waiting for him here. Genzi all of a sudden in kind of a risky spot. Does not have any of his 8 mobilities. Oh, he does pop the X strike. Oh, but the power slide, and there comes Brightwing. It is not enough. They rip the Mosh, and they get the Genji kill. Only 25 seconds on the death timer, so not the end of the world, but Regen has this massive wave of Zerg marching down the bot lane.
Heck yeah. We'll definitely check. Well, I don't know. Might not even get to level 20. We'll see how it goes. Now Regen pushing down bottom so hard.
I've never
100% Zerg.
I've never picked a single one of these Garrosh talent. I have picked Estimate, I'm not gonna lie, and I do like it. As a tank main and Garrosh player, I would love to pick Decimate if my team allows it. But yeah, here we go. Trying to siege up here, looking for at least a keep. Tychus getting that damage in, trying to burn down those Zergs. They've done a pretty good job at cleaning him up, but the keep might fall here. NG is back up. On pieces in the top lane. The 4v4, and they do get the keep. Now Timepiece might be in a little bit of trouble here as we have an aggressive rotation coming in from Mudge. ETC is on the hunt. They're looking for him. They're looking to dive this fort, but they are turning around. And actually probably just going to walk away with the fort here.
Yeah, we'll see how Boogan answers from being a little down. Both teams just looking to do camps and chill out. I think Regen will just be kind of fishing for 16 and not looking for a straight hard engage. Maybe a pick, obviously.
Exactly. And this is what I was forecasting with these play calls earlier here. It'd be really easy to get greedy and just march straight to the core, and again, in a situation like this, if you wipe there, that's going to be devastating. So I think it's really smart to just kind of play it chill, look for the pick, and then get the opportunity when it comes later in the game.
Yeah, and just like you mentioned there, Greenfish, both teams playing it chill, going for the camps, not looking to force anything during this off time of the ejector. Bummer not waiting in the bush, gets the flip onto ETC. The blow up is there. Maybe the last rides connects. Oh, and the Ariel. Oh, the Crystal Aegis shuts it down. And there is the grab bomb in the backline. Recycled going in. Main tank and win, by the way. This fight is all over the place. Boogan squad is getting poked out. Bummernot is now maybe going to be going down. Mosh gets ripped. The Polymorph is there to stop it. Timepiece is in the mix. 1-for-1 trade so far here. And now it's Regen that's on the retreats. Oh man, Genji's looking for those resets.
It's just going back and forth, Marcus. Straight bloodbath like we've been seeing in the series. And Regen, they want to go back in. They know that Boogan is awfully low. They're looking for that engagement, but decided to back up. Objectives coming up in 20 seconds.
Garrosh only 8 seconds down, 10 seconds on ETC, 15 seconds on Gazlo, and oh my goodness, Joe. Boss call?
Boss call, Mark. As you said, the Genji just deflect easy peasy.
Absurd how fast they race that down with the Tychus, the Malthael, the Genji, and Brightwing. Just burning that boss. Just massive call there. Huge for Boogan squad. Just what Greenfish alluded to. It's those play calls, and Boogan clearly has it. They're not ready to go away dominated.
Blue team has destroyed the fort.
Looks like we have normal rotations here from Regen. Brightwing, Genji top. 3 bot for Boogan.
And just kind of piggybacking on what Coffee with Miller says, Regen drafted really well to counter what Boogan wants. Exactly, having that Crystal Aegis, also having the ETC just to boot back Garrosh. And now with that full 16 talent, the double boop. Of course, the whip from Ariel. They have a lot to shut down what Boogan is looking for. Uh-oh, Bummerknot might be out of place here. Gets the flip onto ETC. Some damage is going out there as the gravel bomb. It connects with 1-2 members in the... Oh man, the light bomb, the stuns coming in, and it's 3-0 in favor of Regen. Oof.
Yeah, that combo is exactly what Regen was looking for, and they just executed it, and we just saw its full potential.
It is so brutal.
Mark. We have 27 seconds on the side of Boogan to be rezzed up. 3-man. Looks like they're just... Oh, are they getting cord or just try to push this in? I don't know if they have time, Mark. 20 seconds.
I think they're... Looks like they're posturing for core. I don't know if there's enough time here, really, but it's only Malthael and Genji to shut him down. Mudge on a different page here.
Yep, I think at this point, you know, they had both beacons. They could have got camps to play it safe, but they were just pushing out bottom. And my guess is looking for one of them to overextend and get another pick to core. That's my guess is what they're doing. Tom Peace looking
Tom Peace. Oh man, Tom pops the unstoppable. He's trying. Brightwing teleports in. This might be okay. Thundercat's not gonna let him down. And there's the gravel bomb getting popped. All of a sudden, Butternut is not out of place here. He gets the throw. They're trying to make something happen, but it is not looking good for Boogan. Brawler Garrosh popping off here, but he does get killed by a minion.
The juke was almost enough from Tom Peace, but Regen finding that pick up top, and now
Campbell is getting whipped.
Third down. Yep, that whip has been brutal all game with 3 down from Boogan. 17 seconds on Tom Peace, 25 on Garrosh, 33 on Tychus. It might be a core call.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at the Boogan autocorrect, the biogenesis. I saw that, I was like, oh man, that has to be Boogan. That is hilarious. Even Kira thinks it's funny. All right.
Regen just doing camps, playing it safe. They're going to let this top wave push. They know they can get work done with it. Tychus is up in 5 seconds. This is going to be a brutal defense. And, you know, Regen, I think they're going to... They might hit 20 in this engagement. We'll see.
Yeah, 20 is close. And...
Man, it's far. It's close, but like team fight perspective, it's pretty far. I don't know. It's chunking up, Mark. I have no idea.
Yeah, the draft. I think it really just comes down to that draft. Boogan played fantastically here, but just the amount of denial that Regen is bringing to the table with the boops, the saves. Pickoff comp is gonna have a really hard time against this. And we see Genji going down here. Psychic main tank and in the mix. Regen is going to be walking away with a nice clean domination over the Boogang.
Damn.
On Brax's holdout.
And the GGs are flying.
GGs are flying. I'm getting in there. HH.
I'm getting in there. Man, oh man, what a series. Unfortunately for Boogan, Regen coming out with the 2-0, and you know, both games really tight, but you know,
yeah, it's it doesn't, it's not that it all came down to the map pick, but like I kind of had alluded to when we were looking at the maps, when you have maps like Baraxis or Cursed Hollow or Towers of Doom still open, and you're down 1 in the series, giving that map pick back, really it puts you kind of in a tough spot, because if your opponents have anything prepared, like we just saw there, kind of the 3-2 split with the double support and the hypercarry Vala, you're almost playing their game at that point. You know, Boogan had a clear strategy, and I think they were executing it fairly to the best of their ability. But the amount of tools that Regen had just to shut it down, you know, we saw, made it really hard for Boogan to gain any traction. Joe, are you with me?
Yes, sir. I'm just talking to someone Regen right now.
Oh yeah, it looks like Psychic is going to join us for the interview.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm a scrub and didn't look to see who the captain was beforehand. You know, I thought my job was to be the talent, show up, but I guess that's Fish's job. Jeez.
That is Fish's job, yes. Fish is the talent here. Alright, let us hop into an NGS lobby. Get this interview on the way.
Heck yeah.
Alright, welcome. We all made it.
Whew.
Well, if it isn't Psychic, congratulations and welcome. Nice clean domination over Boogans Squad. How are you doing, Psychic?
I'm doing all right, I think, after that, especially after that game. I'm doing pretty okay.
Now, before we get any serious questions in, I need to ask, do you have your blankie right now?
Oh, yeah, I do, actually. It's all around me right now.
Oh, nice. That
Yeah,
is got to be cozy when you're main tank in Anduin, am I right? Yeah, we did.
That light bomb main tank Anduin for one of those last engagements. Woo!
Yeah, so I guess my question is, how did you guys feel when they decided to give you guys map pick? Was that something that you were really looking, was that a desirable outcome for you guys, or because it looks like you had a pretty clean strategy bringing us to Baraxis, you guys executed. How did that did you guys feel pretty good about that after receiving that information?
Yeah, something we've been working on this season is coming up with different compositions for ourselves, mostly. Finally getting things more or less in order. We have different ideas for different places, a whole bunch of things. As far as desirable outcomes go, I think we would have preferred first pick, but I mean that we can't control that. If we take game one,
Right.
obviously they wanted the map, or they wanted the first pick. But we kind of said, where do we want to go? Braxis. Yeah. All right. That's more or less how it went. It was just,
Right.
It wasn't really like we have to go here. We are going to go here. Period. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
blah.
you guys have
we
you guys
had
have
an
been around
idea.
the block, right? I mean,
Yeah, basically.
So going back a little bit into the Regen history, the Regen archives, the Regen vault, if you will. Tell us about Regen Phoenix, because I know that you and Arrow have been around playing together for quite some time. But what is the origin story behind your team, and how long have you guys been in the NGS?
Regen Phoenix, I believe, has been around since season 7, because or I might be wrong, actually. That might have been season 6. I think they used to be known as PFM. I don't remember exactly what that stands for. The M stands for magic. I remember that much.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Yeah. They used to be PFM. It was led by Araya Red, if you know her, and then they kind of merged with Arrow, more or less. And I believe Murder, who was formerly on my team, Regen Red. So they actually kind of adopted my 2 players, and then I didn't join until season 8 or so. So they've been around even before they were a Regen team. They were more or less adopted into the Regen organization.
Cool, very cool. Joe,
Howdy.
any questions here for Psychic, aka the main tank Anduin?
I did have one written down, just one note.
Yeah, sure.
But I just wanted to also say before that, hell of a job tonight from both teams. Like draft perspective, both teams like killed it. Especially game 2, you guys kind of knew what they were going for, and I think this leads into that question. The Anduin pick at the end, was that just a straight counter pick to Genji, or was that kind of the Braxis?
So it was more of the latter. It wasn't so much that Genji considered. We considered a whole bunch of other secondary healers. We went into this knowing we wanted a second healer. Hence why I picked the Oriel first, and then we swapped. Or Daribo and I swapped. So it was more of a question of which healer did we want, and we were kind of bouncing between a few, actually. I think Tyrande and Rhaegar were being thrown around a little bit. But I wanted to go with the Anduin because I felt that it could help the Gazlowe better, especially with rotations from a Genji, from a Garrosh, which wound up getting me killed. But whoops. Yeah, I was the one who voiced that I wanted the Anduin after we all kind of debated.
Yeah, I definitely just loved the answer in the draft, and I think that's, Boogan played their comp well, but just you guys having those answers, especially like, mid, it was like kind of early mid to late game when it started just like being, I don't want to say you guys were dominant, but you guys were just that tad ahead and just had the answers, as I was saying. So, but yeah, that was my only questions, and just want to say good job to you guys, good job to Boogan, and that was a freaking awesome series.
Yeah, game 1 was pretty tense, I would say. We were kind of having a hard time deciding who won the draft. Really, both teams had strong synergies, strong hero picks for the map, a lot of zone control. I think, at least from what I noticed, it seemed like that level 20 Deathwing talent got so much value in those late game team fights because there's really not much you can do to avoid that, and it just does, it seems like, massive damage. But yeah, we also are joined by the one and only undersea analyst, That Green Fish, and he is going to close out this interview. Green Fish, take it away.
All right, thank you, Mark, and Psychic. Once again, congratulations on your victory here.
Thank you so much.
If I had a question, it'd be in the first game that Chromie on the side of Boogan Forever. Did you guys know about that prior to that first game, and it just kind of slipped through, or?
No, we didn't really consider that. We were more concerned with what we had banned at that point, which I believe is Stukov Diablo. I think that's something we were a little more concerned about. And that it just flew right over our heads. We had no idea that they would take a Chromie into that at all, actually. So
flying right over our heads, just like Arrow was on that Deathwing, reigning in chaos in the late game. And now I just thought of another question, and then I'm gonna give it back to Greenfish. But now that patch that just dropped, did you read the notes, or was there anything like, how much did that factor into tonight?
Not a whole lot. We did read the notes while we were in, I think, a QM.
Right.
They were like half paying attention. But no, we were reading the no, sorry, it was an ARM. Whatever. Point is, we were reading the notes, and I don't think we considered too much with that. I think we kind of knew what we were getting into tonight, or going with. But it was funny because, yeah, I was hovering Malfurion, and suddenly I noticed his talents were completely different, and I'm like, oh okay, you know. But yeah, no, I don't think we've really had any intention of taking like Falstad or something like that. Someone who had major changes.
Fair enough. Yeah, I personally did not have enough time to read the notes before the match, but I was like thankful that I was not playing tonight. But yeah, all right, Green Fish. Any other questions or messages here for Repsychic of Regen Phoenix?
Just a quick comment there, Mark. I noticed in the chat there was a little scuffle, a little shade thrown on our caster Mark here about the level 20 Garrosh. I believe that's what it was. So, you have any comments on that? Is that actually the strongest 20 upgraded ult in the game?
Referring to the Decimate 20.
This is a question for me.
It's a question for you.
Okay, all right, yeah, okay, no, sure. I think it's. I don't hate it. I don't think it's the strongest, but I don't hate it personally. I've taken it a few times.
To be honest, I don't know what it does. I maybe started to throw shade a little bit at the Garrosh build. Some words were said about beginner AI. I can't remember.
Oh my goodness.
But in the end, it was all just a joke for humor purposes. I was not serious whatsoever.
All right, just for the network, we got to put that out there. It was a joke, and
it's definitely a joke.
Wrapping up, the floor is yours. Any shout outs or last word you want to give us, Repsychic?
Of course. I'll actually shout out the Boogans first of all. I know that they're pretty friendly with the rest of my team, so big shout out to them. It was a really fun set. Game 1 had my butt clenched most of the game, so there's that. Shout out to my boys, of course, and Red, who couldn't make it tonight, who was subbing for, and of course to all of you for casting, and all the viewers as well. Thanks for coming out. I really appreciate that.
Well, heck yeah. Thank you, Repsychic. Congratulations. We are looking forward to seeing more Regen Phoenix in the future. I know I had a blast tonight here, but we will let you go and celebrate. And yeah, congrats.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Let us give Joe and Fish a call here to wrap things up. What is up, Dead TV Gamer? Welcome. Arrow says we didn't ban Chromie partially because of the patch notes. See, I have not even read them myself, so I cannot comment. I would love to see Chromie nerfed, especially slowing sands. All right, welcome back, Joe and Fish.
Whoa.
With that lovely Joe cam up on the screen here. Boom. All right. What a series. That was a great time.
Yeah, it was a really good time.
Absolutely.
let's see. We've probably got some NGS matches going on here. So let me just kick it on over to the NGS website. And thank you anyone else who's kicking around. If you enjoyed the show, feel free to drop me a follow if you feel like it. You could also drop Joe a follow. I'll give him a shout out here in the chat.
Oh, gee. Thanks, Mark.
We would definitely appreciate that.
Yep. Thanks for the invite. Appreciate you letting me come on here, crack a couple jokes, cast some hots with you.
All right. Looks like we're gonna go over to DB Smiley, who is casting Die for Catgirls versus Yellow Owls.
We're not casting anymore. I'm going to be biased as F. Die for Catgirls.
Yeah, I don't know if I root for Die for Catgirls. That we are in the same division as them, and you know, they may have dominated us, or no, they didn't.
They didn't dominate.
No. Oh yeah, no.
It was a close series. It was a good game against good friends. All right,
and we were playing with a sub. Okay, we were playing with a sub.
So were they, but they had Atlas. That's not even a sub.
We had a sub. They had a sub. We had a scrub.
Oh,
a scrub who is also a Division C grand champion, Mr. McGiblets.
At McGiblets.
Yeah. Anyone who's still here, thank you so much. And we are going to be going over to DB Smiley casting Division B. And yeah, we are out.
So we.